Well, in case you missed it, the NAACP has now issued a travel advisory suggesting that black tourists should avoid the state of Florida. Why? Well, they're suggesting that under Governor Ron DeSantis, the state has become openly hostile towards African-American people and people of color and LGBTQ plus minus ampersand divided by cosigned individuals. The one problem here is this press release was approved by and sent out by this guy, Leon Russell, the chairman of the NAACP Board of Directors, who happily and comfortably retired in, Tampa, after a career mainly also based in Florida. Thankfully, the GOP did not hesitate to jump on this, kindly offering to help move Russell out of the Sunshine State because he's clearly so concerned. Was he going to take that offer? Probably not. Because he's a liberal, and liberals don't have any principles. He also won't move because this is not actually true. There's not actually a problem of this. There is no heightened threat to black people in Florida. But you know what places are actually hostile towards black people? Well, gee, let's start in Missouri, where per 100,000 residents, 72.2 black Americans were killed by guns in 2021. I mean, sure, they have a Republican governor, but the overwhelming majority of those numbers happened where? In St. Louis. Now, who do you think runs that city? A Democrat. Shocker. Amazing. This is far from an anomaly, though. In fact, it's quite the trend. The second most dangerous place to live if you're an African American, Illinois, which is run by a Democratic governor. But also, let's dig a little bit deeper. The overwhelming majority of the murder in Illinois takes place in what city? Chicago! And we all know who's been running that city. Another Democrat. And recently handed over the reins to another Democrat. You see why this is all so, shouldn't even be a thing. The third on the list, Kentucky. Who's the governor there? Well, look at that. Andy Beshear, another Democrat. Now also, in there, the bulk of the murder is in Louisville, which of course is overseen by a Democrat for the mayor. It's unbelievable. Look at it. Next up, Wisconsin, which also has a Democrat governor, but continues the pattern of high African-American murder rates in its major cities. The majority of Wisconsin's murders trace back to 3 cities, particularly Milwaukee, where according to the FBI data, you have a 1 in 62 chance of being raped, murdered, robbed, or assaulted. Let's keep in mind, Milwaukee has a black mayor with a majority black city council and a black police chief, all Democrats. Washington, D.C., the center of woke America, comes in at number 5, and even 57 African-American murders per 100,000 residents. And who's in charge of D.C.? Another Democrat African-American mayor who recently appointed an African-American chief of police. But don't worry, Florida's the real problem for the African-American community. In fact, let's refer back to our list, where Florida checks in at, right there, 34th most dangerous place for African Americans to be. They're not even in the top half of the states. Yet the NAACP issues a travel advisory for it. You see how stupid this is? Ron DeSantis was 100% right in his response to this, claiming, what a joke. We'll see how effective that is. Just remember, during COVID, these people would be on CNN slamming Florida, then we'd say we're so bad, and then they would end up being spotted on the beach somewhere vacationing in Florida. So this is just ridiculous. I happen to agree with him. Look, folks, I know the Media Matters is going to write this up as some crazy rant, but no normal person, including me, wants anyone murdered anywhere of any skin color at any time for any reason. The fact that a Florida resident, though, is telling his NAACP base that they should fear for their life while he personally soaks up Florida rays on the beach is completely idiotic. The African-American community would be better served if guys like this would put that amount of effort into actually solving the problem, rather than dishonestly condemning Ron DeSantis and political attacks.